Hey there, it's Mimi, and welcome back to my Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle review series, or as I like to call it, random pointless time-padding side plots that do nothing and go nowhere. Seriously, we've got a lot to go over. To start off though, I just want to give a big thank you to all of the support that you showed me in my first 2 episodes. Thank you so much for all of your comments. They are a delight to read and to respond to. And just thank you so much for watching the series. I hope that it's entertaining to you. Trust me, it's definitely entertaining to me. And it's really helping me out with my video editing skills. Now then, we are on to Koryo country, and it's Manga Synopsis time. The group crash lands in a world known as Koryo, and after being harassed by the son of the tyrannical leader known as the Ryanban, they are taken in by a kind young girl named Chunyan. She mistakes them at first for government agents known as the Amanosa, who she's expecting to arrive any day now to save the town from the unjust acts of its current leader, but she quickly realizes that they aren't who she believes. Still allowing them to stay with her, Chunyan informs them that the current Ryanban used to be a traveling magician with very little power up until about a year ago, when he suddenly gained enough power to overthrow the old Ryanban and kill anyone who opposed him, including Chunyan's mother. After some investigation, the group realizes that this power could have come from one of Sakura's feathers, since said feathers can travel through time and dimensions and could easily have shown up in Koryo 1 year prior. Throughout the arc, we constantly see the Ryanban and his son abusing their power and terrorizing the citizens, also keeping the Amanosa from entering the town using a barrier, unbeknownst to everyone. Eventually, the group is able to get into the Ryanban's castle after Phi gives up his staff for a magical item to get them inside, and Phi and Kurogane face off against an
ancient Lovecraftian Elder One,
while Shaoran confronts the Ryanban. The feather is found to be in the Ryanban's possession, and Shaoran returns it to Sakura after winning it back with the help of Chunyan and her magical mirror. The Ryanban, and probably his son, are spirited away to their doom by the
ancient Lovecraftian Elder One.
The group moves on to the next world after saying their goodbyes, and the Amanosa are finally able to enter the town. It's a pretty cut and dry arc, so I don't really think there's any way the anime could possibly add or remove things, but if the Hanshin Republic taught me anything, it's that B-Train can't really be trusted quite yet. So, onward to the anime. For starters, I'd like to point out that Mokona said that phrase again, and that's 2 times too many for me, thank you! Also, is it just me, or is Mokona being portrayed as more of the comic relief than an extremely powerful, slightly conceited, 108 secret technique wielding being? I mean, just listen to the sound effects that always play when they're on screen. I'm pretty sure they got those from old Scooby-Doo episodes. Like, I get it, because Mokona was comic relief in the manga as well, but I feel as though it was much more downplayed in the manga. They were mainly just portrayed as Kurogane's rival, and that was about it, besides their hyperactiveness. They have some cute one-liners here and there, but all in all, they're just another member of the group. In the anime, I feel like I'm supposed to hear a laugh track after everything they do. It's getting pretty distracting. I can already tell that B-Train was catering their adaptation towards a very young audience, and I really wonder how Clamp felt about that. Okay, so it's time to talk about Sakura. For one thing, Sakura's hair is a mix between auburn and strawberry blonde, but it's definitely not dirty blonde. Thank goodness the movie and the OVAs got it right. Also, this line right here. I don't think that's something Sakura would say at this point. She would probably be more like, "This is so fascinating," or "I hope all of those nice people I met live long and happy lives." She isn't some frightened little girl, as we'll see in worlds coming up like Jade Country. And she even walked around in the Hanshin filler with mobsters for a whole day as their hostage, for crying out loud. I just really think they're getting Sakura a little too out of character, but I guess we'll see how things progress from here. I'm so glad that they kept that shot of Sakura smiling at Shaoran while picking up fruit. But why is it so long?
この国の政府が極秘裏に放つ調査官たち。 それが密偵集だ。
And the Amanosa have been changed to Miteshu? Is that a different way to translate their name? I'm genuinely curious. If any of you know, please comment. So far, I'm actually really happy. While the animation is still pretty low quality, they are sticking very closely to the Koryo arc in the manga so far. This is looking like it may even be a 9 or 10 out of 10 if they keep this up.
なんで俺が人んち直さなきゃなんねんだよ。
Why is Kurogane a string bean? Where are his magnificent rippling muscles? Where did they go? Please bring them back?
一等賞は全部で4本。黄色い玉が出たら大当たりだ。さあ、どうぞ。全部一等賞。
The reactions in the manga were hysterical. Like, I don't laugh often while reading something. It has to be really funny for me to do so. And the reactions to Sakura's pure, unbridled luck in the manga were just top tier hilarious. Meanwhile, the anime is just like, well, that's something, isn't it? Okay, I know I haven't made a lot of jokes yet in this review, but this third review I really want to cover just how much I've noticed they've changed in the anime in terms of character progression. I've talked about Mokona and I've talked about Sakura, and now I'd like to talk about Shaoran. In the manga, you can almost always tell that Shaoran is in so much pain, knowing that Sakura will never remember him. But he doesn't want her to know, so he smiles the biggest, most fake smiles. Honestly, he could give Fire a run for his money. And he does this to reassure her. Every time he does this, it is just a dagger through the heart of the reader, because it's just portrayed so well. We can see how badly Shaoran is struggling, and then suddenly he's just flashing a smile like nothing is wrong when we know it's hurting him. It's just honestly so heartbreaking every time I see it. Now, how does the anime handle these fake smiles? Well, so far, it hasn't. In the Hanshin Republic, it was meant to happen right after Sakura wakes up, looks at Shaoran, and asks, "Who are you?" The look on Shaoran's face could move you to tears, and then he bites his lips, takes a breath, and looks up at Sakura with a wide smile to reassure her that he's a friend. However, the reader knows that the smile is fake because we know the context behind everything. In the anime, he just explains everything to her right away with straight face. No smile, no reassurances, just an explanation preceded with a statement asking her to remain calm. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm asked to remain calm, the very first thing I do is the exact opposite. In other words, it's just so much better handled in the manga. In Koryo, the fake smile was meant to happen right after Sakura explains to Chunhyun that she's lost her memories. At the end of her explanation, she turns to Shaoran, referring to him very formally as Shaoran-kun, rather than as just Shaoran, like she used to before her memories were lost. We can see his pain at first, hearing her call him by that title, but then he looks up at her with another bright, fake smile. It's tragic seeing how far their friendship has fallen and how much he's willing to sacrifice in order to help Sakura get back to the way things were, even if their own relationship will never be the same. However, in the anime, while he does smile at her, we don't get to see his pain first, and therefore his smile just looks a little too sincere. Like, he doesn't even care that she's being so formal with him when he absolutely does. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk and have a wonderful night, everybody. Why did they remove the ill shop owner and the 20 times taxes? That was a very moving way to show just how much Chunhyun cares for her village, and suddenly it's just the Ryanban's son showing up and fighting Shaoran? That's it? Such long shots. Wow, a panning shot. Fancy. No? You still have the mirror your mother left you? And the house? And all of her other magical artifacts? Honestly, like I said before, the shop owner would have incurred much more emotion and shown Chunyun's loyalty to the people. But, oh well. Yeah, this arc is definitely not getting a 10 out of 10.
だったらあの息子はどう？人質に取っちゃうとか。人質ですか？
お前、今、さらっと黒いこと言ったな。
ん？
Okay. I like Anime-fi talking about taking the Ryanban son hostage better than the manga, simply because Kurogane calls him out on it. In the manga, Kurogane is like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But in the anime, he's like, well, that's a dark thing to say, and now I kind of think you're a maniac behind that smile. Priceless.
この町にそこまで戦が上手な人間なんているはずがない。
いるだろ、ここに。
やってくれるのか？
まあな、俺は漁師の城を攻めることに決めたからな。とりあえず兵隊が必要だ。
任せてくれ。それなら心当たりがある。
Wait a second. You're telling me Kurogane is just going to up and train a bunch of townspeople to go storm the castle? This is way different than the manga. I mean, why doesn't the group just go? Instead, they're going to turn Kurogane into General Shang and have him make a man out of everyone in the village? I mean, I'm not complaining. But why? And there's already a secret training force in the village. Because of course there is. Congratulations, B-Train! You have somehow managed to add in several pointless side stories to this arc too. Somebody please tell me this doesn't keep up. Sorata and Arashi? What the heck?
二人はラブラブ？
ラブラブ？
What the heck am I watching? What was the point of that? Mokana, I failed to see the point of why that line was said. Why was it written? B-Train. Why was... I just... Oh... What?
半年前の戦いは俺たちの惨敗だった。
Crushing defeat, huh? Yeah, he he really decimated you.
無駄だジュニャン。母はすでに死んでいる。お前の母の魂は天にも召されず地にも眠らず不毛なる異世界を永遠にさまようのだ。
Well, that's a rather evil and similarly pointless thing to do. I'm getting a little tired of this Sakura can sense the feathers and they're calling to her thing. Oh, and also... Wait, just wait. Are you kidding me? This is all wrong. Oh my god. Where is this going? Where are Fi and Kurogane? Fi still has to give up his staff to Yuko for the power to get through the castle's barrier. What the actual heck? And a huge character moment with Chunyun is also completely looked over, where Shaoran says that she can't come with them to storm the castle, not fully disclosing to her that the only reason is to spare her further pain. And Mokana's flying again too. I mean, can it even be considered flying? They're literally just standing on air. What even is this? What even is this? Giant demons? Great. Tsubasa just became Final Fantasy. Also, what even is this? They're the townspeople. What a twist. And now we're just going back out of the castle and picking up where we left off? Meaning that entire little side plot was practically pointless? Also, I'm pretty sure the voice talking to Sakura was Chunyan's mother. So that's a thing now? Oh my god, B-Train. I mean, with all of the effort it took to animate that little side story, couldn't they have instead just spent that effort animating, oh gee, I don't know, what happened in the actual manga? I guess B-Train is just very well acquainted with Paddington's estranged cousin, Padding Time. Okay, so there's Fi giving up his staff and Chunyan's character development. Good. That is good. We are back on track.
ひゅー、シャオランくんすごい。
It's just so cute hearing Fi's little cute onomatopoeia. Then again, pretty much everything Fi does is cute because I'm kind of addicted.
ってなんだこりゃ。
この壁ぶっ壊して。
こんなもんよりもっといい方法があるぜ。
What the? How does that hammer fit down your shirt, Kurogane? Ouch. Man, you're gonna feel that in the morning. Honestly, sometimes I can't tell if Kishima is an
Ancient Lovecraftian Elder One.
or just Morticia Adams. Either way, so Shaoran injures his leg before he's able to escape from Kishima and continue on in the castle, but the injury was so much more severe in the manga. In fact, all of the injuries were. Oh well. Let's check back in on Sakura. Yep, still glowing. Back to the castle!
秘術か。
そうだ。この体には我が親父様の秘術が施されているのだ。
You heard it here first, everyone. With a little Hijutsu, you too can become
John C.
The scenes are starting to feel very disconnected since they keep splitting among 4 separate stories. Fi and Kurogane, Shaoran, Sakura and Chunyan, and the townspeople. In the manga, it was just Fi and Kurogane's fight with Kishima, and Shaoran's fight with the Ryanban's son and the Ryanban. That was it. So simple. Honestly, B-Train, you're just making this harder on yourselves. Also, I love how the side plot of Kurogane needing to train the villagers just fell off the face of the earth. How could we be denied that training montage?
Ka 変わったりしない。
なんだと。
どこを怪我していようが関係ない。やると決めたことはやる。
なかなかの作詞だな。
What? Where is the Teenage Girl magazine? Seriously, that is such a defining character trait for Kurogane. He picked up a magazine in the Hanshin Republic and has been reading it ever since. I've been thinking it's strange that it hasn't shown up yet in the anime, but now I know that it's because it isn't even a thing in the anime?
これは母からの贈り物。秘術の鏡です。秘術の鏡。
Oh, so she didn't have the mirror before now. Okay. So, the house her mother, her specially trained Shinpan mother, left her has absolutely no magical artifacts in it at all? I seriously love Kishima. I'm pretty sure she hangs out with Cthulhu and Yog-Sothoth on her days off. She's probably pen pals with the King in Yellow. She's just the greatest. I did not need to see that much of Fei Wing-Reed's skin, thank you very much. Nope, 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 no. That's 3 times too many of hearing Mokona say that phrase. Are they just going to say it every single time they change worlds? Because if so, can I have a warning? I kinda want to pour super glue into my ears before the next one. And that's the end of the Koryo Country arc. Oh my god, B-Train is really starting to make a reputation for themselves. But no, I won't say it's awful just yet. Yes, they do add a lot of unnecessary fillers, and they do take out some elements that are necessary to understand a character's progression, but I don't think that it's bad enough to warrant my disliking this anime quite yet. And hey, I'm pretty sure we're coming up on the first filler arc, so I can see how exactly B-Train tells their own story without any manga chapters to go off of. I'm so excited for that! And not just because I won't have to take too many pictures of the manga for editing or anything. In terms of rating, Koryo Country comes out at about an 8 out of 10. It was much better than the Hanshin Republic because there wasn't a filler that completely enraged me, and it followed the manga very well. But in the end, B-Train just added way too much for it to be anything above an 8. I mean, these 4-episode arcs could easily be 3 episodes, but I think I may be too harsh on the filler material. So far, it's not really harming anything plot-wise, except for that one time it did. So I'll keep a more open opinion next time. See you in the next arc, which may or may not be a filler. I'm so excited! Well, this is the part of the video where I tell you all to like, share, comment, subscribe, pick up a staff for a training montage. But, you know, that's just not really my spiel. I mean, you can do all that if you want, but I'm more just doing this for fun. And to feel like I'm actually taking my creative writing degree somewhere. Anyway, thanks a bunch for watching my video. I hope all of you lovely people have a wonderful month, and I'll see you all in the next world.